Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. It is Ocean Chief here for another round 6, I believe, for HTAR at Monaco. The cruel in the I was going to say the cruel, the jewel in the junk, the jewel in the crown. Well, we'll see it.
Uh,
We'll see how the race goes. But yeah, we've got Icewind with me as my co-commentator today.
Hi there.
We're
Chip is
just
just elated about his recent performance in Monza, so
yeah. Well, we had
give him some
a
slack here.
pretty good race there. We're just coming out of, so we're kind of detoxing from that, just getting back to yeah, back to it as commentators. So here we are, Monaco, HTAR, and we have the usual suspects on track. We've got HTAR Luke, who I believe is Vexit. Um,
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
yeah, so Vexit or AK Luke is a 109.7. So what kind of times are we looking at on the board here, guys?
That's a pretty good run for a first run, I think. So uh, I would expect to see maybe from Vexit and those guys like a low 9, and that should be somewhere on the near the front row of the grid with something like that. But that is a pretty good time there already, as we Rover sets a 9.5 actually. So those are pretty strong first runs, I would say, and maybe possibly a high 8, but I think that's gonna be a very good time if that happens.
So this new guy Rover, he has hit the ground running. Last season was giving Vexit a lot of trouble in Spain, and
Yeah.
he's already top of the charts here. So it looks like Vexit, yeah. Oh, and as I said, that Rover 5 grid penalty collision with
Oh.
HTAR Cahidus. Oh,
So what happened there? They must have come together somewhere. Did you catch that? I
no,
I didn't.
I didn't see it. No, but I think yeah, I see Cahidus has a bit of front wing damage.
Oh,
So yeah,
that is unfortunate for both of them.
yeah, it's
Yes,
a
we're at Monaco here, and everybody who knows anything about F1, you know how crucial track position is here. We saw it in SLR last season in Tier 2 when Wimpy did the whole race on hard tires and was still able to hold off people who were like, I don't know, 2 or 3 seconds a lap faster than him at that point. But
Yeah, really
yeah,
here you've only got, I would say really one main opportunity to overtake is the start finish rate with the DRS, but also sometimes you see if you're very brave after the tunnel, you know, as you come
yeah.
into that
Oh,
chicane, it's possible to
so
kind of send it up there, but you have to be very brave, and it sometimes results in damage or carnage of some kind. We've seen
yeah,
yellow car.
yeah. I think it's the yellow was for somebody completely cutting the corner at the tunnel exit. But yeah. Yeah, I just got a weather report from Keyboard Magnussen as well, and it's clear skies for the entire of this race.
That is good to see. And speaking of keyboard, I'm riding on board with him at the minute. So he's on a outlap on medium tires, and we'll just follow him as he makes his way through the track. He's about to head down to the hairpin at, is this Casino?
Yeah, this is Casino Square pretty much. Up
Yeah,
to lows. No, actually, isn't that Mirabeau, right? Yeah, and
yeah,
then we
you're
have
right. Yeah.
when we're at lows. Yeah, sorry, Casino Square is up the hill. Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit behind from where we were.
Through the tunnel then, and then out. This is one of the spots I was talking about where you can't overtake it. You can send it down the inside, but it is, you cannot make too wide through there, so someone has to back off or else it's carnage. But yeah, keyboard is just settling in
And
here. He's preparing for his hot lap. So I'm interested to
and
see how he
I
does.
mean, we keep saying this every week. We're like bad fanboys here, but can you imagine doing Monaco on a keyboard?
Yeah, I struggle on a wheel, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. So here we go. He crosses the line. He's got his hot lap ERS mode activated, and he wants to cut a little bit of the corner. He was a bit conservative there, but I think he maybe is
No, looked pretty
thinking,
good through to
yeah,
me.
he's maybe just thinking I'll just take it a little bit easier here, bit more cautious. Oh, there's yellow flags as well, but can't see anything up ahead at the minute. Yellow flag sector 1, sector 3, but keyboard makes it through sector 1 in one piece. And he's heading down to this notorious hairpin. It's one of the slowest hairpins in F1. and he makes it round pretty nicely actually. He carried a lot of, well, a decent amount of speed through there.
Yeah, he's about 4/10 down on pole time in sector 1. 18.9 sector 1 time, and pole time was 18.5.
Oh, yeah, and cut the
And I
track a
think he
little
got
bit.
away with that.
Yeah, I think he did. It's so marginal there to whether you get that track cut penalty or not. Sector 2 with a yellow flag.
3.5. Let's gonna have a look at these sector times here. And yeah, he's a few tenths off, but we'll see where he ends up because the times are pretty spread out at the moment, and keyboard charges toward the line DRS open, the only DRS zone in this lap, and he goes P11 with the
P11.
12.3.
Yeah, and just behind him, Kimi Rice at the pole
Yeah,
lap,
that is right.
19538, so pretty pacey from Kimi.
And we have Rover about to start a lap here. So we might see some good pace here on this lap. Into turn 1.
I just realizing as well,
through there.
Rover and Kahidas, the guys who had the collision on the penalty, they're teammates.
Oh no. Yeah, that's true. So it's not the best teamwork right there, but Rover is definitely gunning it on this lap as well. I'm getting a spectator glitch here, and it's saying he's on an out lap, but he's definitely not on an out lap.
Yeah, same here actually, it's on a lap, and there's cars littered all over the track just trying to get out of the way or had an issue. But so far Rover, yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm keeping an eye on this interval time, but don't know if
I'm
it's going
not
to pop
getting
up.
sector times for him this lap, so well, I guess we'll just have to see what it is. It's looked pretty good through the first half of the lap.
Yeah, and he's catching up with
He's got
Y6.
a lot of traffic here.
I wonder if, yeah, I think he's going to be okay here unless Y6 has an issue for Raskas, is it?
To get out of the way. He's gonna get held up here
He is
massively
getting
now.
held up,
Oh
yeah.
no.
Oh, and Y6 hits the wall. And
And he
Rover
was
has
cheating
taken
as
him.
well. That was wasn't very nice from Y6, I think.
Yeah, Kahidas is out of the session, so it looks like he's retired on track. He's had an issue. Is that Raskas? Isn't it?
No, that is. I think that's like the swimming pool section where he crashed out.
Okay.
Just before Raskas. So the fast chicane for crashed out of there, I think.
Who else have we got on a lap right now? So I want to have a look at Pixel. Has yet to put a time on the board. Is out on track at the minute. Sector 2 time is 18.7. Not sure if he's up or down on the pole time. I won't say, but
Couple of tenths down. Pole time is at the moment 18.5 for sector 1. Pixel charging out of the tunnel toward the difficult, and he really cuts it, but gets away with it. I'm sure if I would have done that, I would have got a invalidation. Oh, and just grazes the barrier at God, I should know these corner names, but I don't remember that one. I'll maybe just open up a track map here on the other screen.
yeah, Pixel nice and tidy for the last 2 corners, and he goes across the line and puts himself into P6. So a solid effort from Pixel. Low 10.
Yep. And Bexit has started his lap as well. I believe it is his second run or third run, I'm not sure. And he is 2 tenths up, but he's also up on the pole time by 2 tenths with this 18.3 into the first sector. So Bexit is definitely up here and looking to overtake his teammate Kimi Rai, who is holding provisional pole at the moment. Nice and tidy all the way so far. Oh, it's always scary through that corner, and still 2 tenths up, so let's see what but only 2 tenths up as well, so let's see what he can do here. He's gonna have to do a pretty good final sector if he wants to challenge his teammate for provisional pole here, but it's looked to be a pretty good lap here, and Bexit across the line, yes he does, 9.1.
Wow.
And that's more like it, I would say, and that was a really good final sector from Bexit. He's improved by 4 tenths from his first run on the final sector.
Yeah, that's a solid run from him, but let's have a look at Rover, who is on a Well, according to our screen, out lap. Is he
Yeah,
actually?
I think he's on an outlap, yeah.
Yeah, he had that issue in the previous run, so hopefully, yeah, people stay out of his way this time and get a
Oh,
time on
and
the board.
Lucas jumped to P4 as well.
Oh, I
So,
noticed as well. There's a guy Mario. Now I do know this name from SLR. He did sign up for to join SLR. He is pretty fast actually. He's got himself P8 already. So this is his debut HTAR race this season anyway.
yeah, I actually had a very short chat with Luca in chat before this race, and he was saying that the only thing that he's gonna win in this race is how many times he's gonna hit the wall. But he's done pretty well so far. He's in P5 at the moment because Mayday Force actually goes to P2
Oh,
with a
nice lap.
1094.
Nice lap from him. Yeah, Safso as well, P6 at the minute. So the Mercs are P6, P7. Not bad from those guys.
Yep, Ingenio about to start his next run.
Pavel as
turn
well.
one and up the hill toward Casino Square.
Pavel in P10, I see he is he's one who's really performed well in quali, but the race it falls apart for him.
Yeah, Ingenio just very lightly tapped the wall on the left hand side at the top of the hill there, and it's not been the best of lap starter swims. He's still up on his personal best by a couple of 100ths of a second, so we'll see what he can do here. I think he didn't pick up damage from that tap into the wall. I'm getting horrendous camera angle, so I can't really tell at the moment, but
Okay, that's
decided to abandon that lap. I guess he's gonna try and rush back to the pits and try to do another run.
yeah. So that's the fastest way you can take that corner, but unfortunately it will not count.
Yeah. So
Rover though is at the same point, yeah, and he's just heading into the last sector here. So let's see if we can see what kind of lap he's got.
that splits are just messed up for me. I can't see
Yeah,
his
it just showed me
split. I
the
only see his first split, and he's
yeah.
definitely up on his time, so he might improve here.
Ooh, nicely swings it in for the last corner, across the line. It's
And
doesn't improve. It says
it
plus
says
13.
123 for me. So,
Yeah, same here. Plus 13 seconds, I said.
so whatever happened there, still sort of. Is he like completely desynced from the server, or what's happening here? I don't know. No, there he goes. So he actually did improve. It just showed up like 10 seconds later at the time. He improved by 7/100ths of a second and took Kimi Ryan that lap.
GG, Codemasters.
So, you see, are you seeing the same thing I am seeing? I'm seeing his 23 seconds into the lap in the tunnel.
Yeah,
I
choose the
don't know.
first
It's
sector.
completely messed up. Anyway. The drivers are preparing for their final runs. I guess I could have a word on the championship here. So Vexit, who is currently holding the reins here as well, is also leading the championship by about 30 points ahead of Mayday Force, who is in P2. So the main championship rivals are at the top of the field at the moment. And then we have Kimi Rai, Vexit's teammate, in P3, and then that's a much closer race between Kimi Rai and Saf, so only 2 points for P3 and 4 in the championship at the moment. And Vexit actually starts his final lap now.
Safso retires. Rover as well is on a hot lap here. Unfortunately, his intervals are still skew with, so I think we'll run off.
Let's have a look at Vexit. I think he's on a flyer here. That's what it looks like. Very fast through Sector 1. He's 10th up. So could we potentially see a 108 here? It'll be a wondrous lap if he can put that together. It's been very tidy so far. And Vexit making this look so easy.
Oh, Pavel won P2 there, Ice.
Oh, 9.2. But Vexit approaching the swimming pool section of the track. And this is always a scary corner, this left-hander for me. And he's 6/10 up. Is he really 6/10 up?
Wow.
Can that be true? He's gonna potentially do a mid-08 here if he can hook up this final sector, and that'll be a statement, if anything. So Vexit charging toward the line, and it's gonna be a 1:08.6. Wow, I'm pretty much out of words there. So that's the lap of the year so
Yeah,
far,
I'm
I would
just
say,
gonna
for this
I'm
our
just
top lap of the
gonna
season.
announce my retirement from league racing now. What
Six
the
tenths,
hell?
6 tenths ahead of the next guy on the field. 1:08.6. That's incredibly fast. And I think that's even faster than we had in SLR Tier 1 for
Wow,
Paul.
that's impressive. And Kimi Rai, I think he moved up a couple of slots there, P3.
Yep.
Oh, you know who's on a lap as well? Is Mayday Force. He is up by 1/10, I believe.
Yeah. And it's very close for that P3, so Mayday Force, if he gets this final sector correct, he can still pick up a couple of positions here. Locks up a little bit into Raskas and rounds it up nicely for the final corner. And across the line, what can he do? He does pick up a little bit of time, and did he jump just one position? I'm kind of missed that. I think so. So up to P4 anyway.
Yeah, and that's it. Mario as well just completed a lap, wasn't able to improve. So there we go. That's our grid set for Monaco. I'm looking forward to this one.
1:08.6.
Should be good. Should be
I'm
good.
just gonna have to check here because I'm really interested how that compares to like some. We of course know that Vexit is one of the really fast guys, so no, not that big of a surprise, I would say, but it's that's a blistering lap time.
Yeah, it was a thing of beauty to watch. I mean, the way that guy just threw the car around the corners. I mean, just
Yeah, he was.
impressive.
So Julian also did a 1:08.6, but it was a few 100ths of a second slower. So I think that says how much how good of a lap that was. Yes, we're privileged to witness that on the stream. So Vexit on pole by 6 tenths as well. So he's gonna be the man to challenge here in this race, and we'll see if he can just gonna run away with this. It looks like he's got a pretty good handle on this track here. Pavel, in the final minutes of the qualifying session, picked up P2, and then Vexit's teammate Kimi Rai in P3. So that's the top 3 guys in this session, qualifying session.
So it's Monaco. Anything can happen. I mean, if Luke touches the wall once, it could be, it could go from hero to zero here. But this is what it's all about: is laser sharp focus for what is it, 39 laps for Monaco?
Yep, that's what I was about to say as well. 39 laps. 39 laps of fun ahead of us. So.
I'm just glad I'm in this.
Without a doubt, we're gonna see some incidents here. So let's see what.
100%, yeah, it's guaranteed. But I was gonna say, I'm glad I'm on this side of the screen. I'm not racing right now. That I'm just calling this one.
Yeah, I think we've had our fair share of Monaco races already this season. Like 2 is enough. Right, we did SLR and 2 Israel.
Yep, and yeah, I remember my last, well, the worst memory I have of Monaco. There's a lot of bad memories of Monaco, but the one I remember the most is the 2 SRL race where it was full wet for the whole race, and somehow I managed to keep the car in one piece for that one.
Yeah.
But it's a dry race today, so I'm very much anticipating a very good race.
Yeah, and I'm still in the loading screen, but I guess we are about to go now. So yeah.
So there we have it.
To the formation lap.
The grid is set. Vexit, aka Luke, is on pole position. His teammate P3, so Pavel is in between in that alpha. And like I say before in qualifying, Pavel, he shows great promise, but he just needs to work on his consistency. So this race is really going to make or break him. If he touches the wall, gets a bit of damage, it's going to hurt him over the course of the Grand Prix. So he needs to keep his nose clean and not get into any trouble. But yeah, P3 then is Kimi Ryan, the other Williams. P4 we've got Mayday Force. Very good performance from him qualifying, puts him up on the second row.
Yep, going down the order, Luca in P5, winner from Baku this season. Safso, the Mercedes guys, Safso and Pixel in P6 and 7 respectively, and then we have Stitch in the Toro Rosso in P8.
New guy Mario is making his debut performance here, so yeah, he's a dark horse, one to watch out for him. P9, solid performance from him in qualifying. Ingenio P10, so kind of surprised to see him so far back. He's usually up there with Vexit or thereabouts, and that runs at the top 10. But Rover P11, so he had that grid penalty. Y6 P12.
Just rounding up the back of the grid, we have Fosto in P13, Issei 14th, Dragon P15, Cognitive Psychology P16, Orlando P17, Rafiki Wolf, a new guy I think as well, in the Alfa Romeo in P18, Sihados in P19, and then Keyboard Magnussen actually all the way at the back of the field, starting on hard tires. And we are just about ready to go for this Monaco GP.
Yep, the scene is set. The lights are about to go out. Let me get a good camera angle. I can't seem to get one. There we go. Yep, so the lights are up. We've got 4 lights, 5 lights. And away they go. And Luke is off to a great start. He's got that inside line, so it looks like he's going to have the lead by the first corner sealed up.
Oh,
Pavel
there's
P2.
contact at the back, but they all seem to get away with it. Yeah.
Any damage? Oh, I seen
No.
a bit more contact as they go up the hill here. I think it was Stitch and Mario getting the wheels tangled a little bit there, but no one's out just yet. Oh.
And I don't think anybody's even picked up damage yet. So, oh, and some Force India completely drives through somebody there. It's very laggy for Rover, I think, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I can see that in the hairpin there. He's lagging massively, but yeah, look out front, looking pretty good out here. He's got Pavel on his case, but Kemi Rai is going to come into play here as well. He's
Pavel taps the inside wall there. It's easily done, but gets away with it on this lap at least.
Yeah, that's going to knock his confidence here. You really need to dial it into this track, and you touch the wall and it just makes you kind of freak out a little bit. Maybe
We're already building a little bit of a gap from Stitch to the rest of the field.
Yeah, okay, intervals are coming up now, so...
Vexit 1.2 already, so Vexit is just putting the hammer down from lap 1 onward, and he's... Oh, do we have a safety car? So Rover has retired from the session. I don't think anybody's crashed though, so why do we have a safety car?
Okay.
It's... well, we do anyway, so I was just caught out by Vexit slowing down up the hill, and then I realized we actually have a safety car situation, so I think Rover seemed to have a lot of lag today, and he had to retire his car, and that seemed to have brought out the safety car, so yeah, we'll see what the guys decide to do here. I would expect not many people to pit yet, because it's still up 2 only.
Yeah, if Joel's in chat there, if you can see if you can get a word with Rover and find out what happened there, or get him into the commentary booth and we can ask him ourselves, but yeah.
Looked like he was really struggling with lag today, so that might have been what happened to him.
Is anybody thinking about pitting though? I don't think so.
I sincerely don't think. Maybe somebody at the back of the field if they want to get rid of those hards or something like that, but yeah, actually 2 guys, Luca and Sapso, are pitting, which might...
Oh, and
They're going to be all the way at the back of the field though, so it's, I don't know, you can't really overtake on this track unless you really have the guts to do that, but yeah.
6 guys in the pit, so there is...
Yeah, that's actually very surprising to me. I wasn't expecting so many guys to dive into the pit line at this point in the race, but yeah, they obviously are maybe thinking that there might be another safety car.
Okay, Rover...
Which is pretty likely.
Rover saying he doesn't want to speak English in public, so...
Okay.
Yeah, Joel, even if you find out what happened there, we're guessing it was lag, and he's just called it a day, but yeah, I reckon, what do you think, safety car in this lap maybe? There's a few cars still catching up with the pack.
Yeah, it's I think we're gonna go for another lap. That's what it looks like. The Ferrari at the back of the field in Genio is pretty far down the order, but or pretty far back on track. It's a better English, I guess. But yeah.
So these safety cars
Yeah, I
have become
think,
a real like staple of league racing. It seems.
Yeah, I mean, we even had 2 today in SLR Tier 1, which hasn't happened too much, has it? I don't think so.
I think we've had one all season, from memory.
Yeah, we had one in Hungary when that big crash on lap 1, but yeah, it's definitely changed this changed the tactic scene completely after they changed this the way that how they spawn these safety cars on the track. So yeah, it's much easier to get it out. I guess it's more realistic as well. So yeah. And I have a gut feeling that this is not the only safety car we're gonna see today.
Yeah, I kind of
Race.
going back to the SLR race. I mean, we did have a bit of carnage, but there was no like it
Yeah.
just like there was big carnage and there was still no safety car, so it can be a bit random. Is the thing about that new feature?
Yeah, and in this league, right? We've had a couple of really I would say this is the second one of the weird ones, where we didn't really see that much worthy of a safety car. Nobody crashed out. Didn't we have similar thing in Baku when
Yeah, I remember that.
we just
Yeah.
randomly had a safety car on lap 1 and there wasn't really anybody out. So I'm a little surprised to see this today.
But we should see the safety car come in this lap, and we'll get some racing underway. We've plenty of laps left, 35 laps on the counter there, so we will get a race. We will get a race. Yeah, safety car is in this lap. Lights are out on the safety car,
Yep.
so Luke is the lead car and will dictate when this restarts happen. Let's see how he manages this. Backing
Yeah,
the
and then
track up completely.
for these guys who are running softs at the top of the field, they really have to run away with it now.
Okay, Luke's still going
Here
slow.
we go.
Put the pedal to the metal. He gets off to a pretty decent start. Yeah. Oh, and it looks like Mayday Force is. Yeah, he was looking down the inside of Kimi Rai there. Oh, was there contact from Kimi Rai on the wall? Oh, I think it's Mayday Force.
Lucas completely sent it into turn 1 and actually overtakes Orlando, but brilliant move by Luca into turn 1. He actually doesn't even have to lean to the wall, so very good job.
Oh, Pavel's out. Pavel's out.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw a bit of front wing there just before at the top of the. Oh, and Lucas went into. Who is that? Oh my God, what's happening? Luca just took out Rafiki Wolf.
And Lucas completely destroyed his front wing there. So one very good move by Luca, but then he makes a mess of it a few corners later.
Yeah, that was so clumsy from Luca. Yeah, he just went into the side pod of Rafiki there.
So how do we not have a safety car for this then? And we have one for a car retiring peacefully on the track.
I don't know, but Luca, yeah, he's got both end plates missing from his car, and I think Rafiki has probably got some damage as well. You can see him struggling on the fast left-hander there.
Oh, and look at this, the Williams boys are just, sorry Chief, I kind of interrupted you there, but the Williams guys are just gonna run away with this race, are they not?
It looks like it, yeah. Looks like it. Fastest lap for Luke. Luca is in the pits, as is Mayday Force.
Yeah, and Luca's gonna be all the way at the back with the mediums he chooses to go on.
Rafiki choosing to stay out. I think he does have damage though. Yeah, he has a bit of end plate damage, so he's choosing to stay out rather than take a loss of time on the pits.
Really struggling with turning at the Casino Square. On that Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, it's no fun if you're missing a bit of front wing. It just makes every corner just slightly harder and more likely that you're going to hit the wall again and take more front wing damage.
Yeah, that's right. And so what else can we pick up here? Yeah, the Williams boys have already made a 2.4 second gap to Pixel, who is running in P3 on that Mercedes. followed closely by Stitch and Mario. So Mario has actually picked up a few positions here as well with all the carnage that happened here. He's up four positions here from the start.
Yeah, I just hearing from chat here, Joel saying Rover crashed at the chicane, lost wing, and crashed out in swimming pool, I'm pretty sure. So,
Yeah.
DRS is enabled.
Oh.
Rafiki Wolf, 5-second penalty. So Rafiki has come into the pits in, but he gets a penalty for his troubles.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And then what else can we pick up at the back of the field? So yeah, Luca is all the way down. He's like 20 seconds down the field. So gonna be a lonely race for Luca unless we get some safety car action here later on.
Yeah, and I've got keyboard on Orlando here as they head down to the hairpin and sector 2. Keyboard
Yeah, and this is just not one of those tracks where you, I think keyboard is not gonna have too much chances on this track, unfortunately. It's very difficult with tire temps, even on a wheel, and on a keyboard, it's obviously even worse.
Yeah, I think he's going for the OC strategy of just staying out of trouble, just trying to get the car home in one piece and hopefully pick up some points.
Yeah, and just seeing here, oh no, Stitch has got picked up massive front wing damage, and he pits from P4. I think he must have hit the wall at Tabac or somewhere there. So Stitch into the pits, and he's gonna fall away as well because he's gonna have his front wing changed.
Dragon in the pits as well, front wing change. So this is what I was saying about Keeper Magnussen. Just keep him clean, and you'll pick up positions. Look at this, he's up to P13 already.
Yeah, he's 7 positions up because he started all the way at the back. So and he's really challenging Orlando hard here. So Keyboard actually seems to have better pace than the McLaren ahead of him, but it's of course really difficult to overtake here.
Oh, is he going to go down the inside? No, I thought he was considering it there, but he just showed himself in the mirror. It's a bit of an ambitious move, that one.
Yeah, and also a very close battle for P4. Y6 is right on Mario's tail, and looks like Mario's is maybe cooked his tires a little bit. He seems to be struggling quite a bit there, so Y6 is putting the pressure down on him.
Yeah,
and Y6 is in a pretty good position here on those mediums, actually, isn't he?
Yeah, I was just going to say there, this is around about the time you're going to start thinking about pitting in it.
Yeah. I think they might go a lap or two longer because of that safety car period we had, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, the trouble for Vexit, for example, here in the lead of the race is that when he pits, he's gonna... Where is he gonna drop? He's gonna drop somewhere into P10, 11, somewhere there, and then he's just gonna be stuck in that traffic with those guys who have much older tires. So, who of course will still have to pit, but it's... Oh, Lucas into the pits again, swapping the hard tires on, so maybe just... I'm not sure what that was about. He didn't have his front wing changed either, so Luca, yeah, maybe just wants to get on those hard tires instead.
Yeah, he's going to hope and pray for a safety car to come his way.
Are we going to see these guys dive into the pits in the next couple of laps? Vexit still goes on for another lap here.
Pixel in P3 picks up a time penalty, 3 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, and looking at these gaps here, the Williams boys are just smashing those laps down, and they're dropping everybody behind them at a pretty fast pace. So Vexit is making those soft tires work pretty well.
Yeah, Y6 is on Mario's case here, but it's just so tough to overtake her, so you're kind of hoping the guy ahead makes a mistake, or you just get a better exit on the final corner.
It's like they basically have to make a mistake coming onto the main straight, and then you get a good run on the DRS on them, or then maybe through the tunnel, but it's also very risky to go too wide there. Pretty close here.
Yeah, he's very close. He is in overtake mode as well, so what's he going to do? Is he going to send it down the inside? No, he doesn't. Oh, and he clips his back tire!
The back tire on the wall. Oh, and he's okay. I thought that that was
Oh, my word, he's causing all kinds of issues as...
yeah. And now he's gonna hit the wall there, isn't he? He's got pushed in the wall, but he doesn't pick up damage from that.
Oh, what's happening behind as well? They've got Ingenio
Oh,
and Sasso are getting caught up in this mess. Oh, and oh, look at that! Ingenio and Sasso contact.
no!
And Sasso's
And that's
actually
also in.
reversing around the track right now.
Oh, and he goes! Oh God, he's. I thought he was gonna kill that Red Bull right there, but I think it was
Yeah.
ghosted. So.
Oh, and he's actually crashed into the pit entry, so
Oh God,
that...
that was a big mess.
Yeah, that did not go as planned. Yeah, so Ingenio and Sasso were battling hard in Sector 3, and I think Ingenio just caught the back tire of Sasso at the wrong time, sent Sasso
Yeah.
flying into the last, or penultimate corner then, and he was
Oh,
facing
and
the
that
wrong
was
way.
that was scary for a moment there, but
I don't think he got his front
some
wing changed, so I don't think he picked up any damage from it, miraculously.
Sasso? No,
I don't think so,
I don't
maybe I
know.
missed it, but
How did he
yeah.
not pick up any damage? He hit the wall pretty hard when he came into the pits, but I don't know, maybe.
And there we go, Keeper Magnussen picks up another position.
Yeah, he's up to P12.
Oh,
Those
Kimi
hard
Rai gets
tires.
a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. He's in the pits,
Oh,
so
and now it's interesting to see where does Kimi Rai come out. This is also a precedent for Brexit. And he's gonna fall actually. So what's happening here? He's not moving.
he's
That
heading.
was a very long pit stop, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's heading on now. He's P10, oh P11 actually, and yeah, Keeper Magnussen will
Did he
be.
serve his penalty there, or what happened? Because that was a horrendous pit stop by the Williams team.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. So Kimi Rai is down to P11, and that's it's not good news for him because he's gonna be stuck behind these guys on.
Oh, I see. He had a front wing change.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm just watching the
I
stream.
didn't see it.
Yeah, just saw the stream there, and it did show him getting a front wing
Okay,
change.
so yeah, so for me it looked like he was just yeah, he was just stationary basically for a long time, but I didn't see that the pit crew worked on his car. Okay, so that's what it was then.
Yeah, Lucas in
But
the
that makes
pits. Lucas in the
5
pits.
seconds. So, and where does he come out now? That's gonna be close.
Yeah, there's a
Is he gonna
bunch of
come
guys here.
out ahead of this pack?
Yeah, he's gonna hope and pray he does, because there's a bunch of guys here. We're all running together. 5 guys. Let's see
Possibly
where he
coming
comes
out ahead of cognitive psychology, is he? Yeah. That's a brilliant place for him to come out, isn't it? So Brexit is only down to P3 after that pit stop. Virtual safety car for something. Oh, there is a Ferrari going very slow in turn 1. That's Ingenio. Did he hit the wall or something? I think that's the only thing I can think of that would give this virtual safety car. Sasso retired from the session. What's he's hit the wall at Tabac, isn't
Yeah, he's just giving up at the ghost now. After that incident with Ingenio. So Ingenio and Sasso have been in the wars, paying the price. Oh, and Keeper Magnusson's deciding to pit right now. Is that 2
Yeah,
lap?
that's a pretty good call from him.
Two
But
lap.
did he? I'm just gonna have a look at his tire strategy. He was on mediums for 1 lap in between there, so he can basically go to the end with these hards.
Okay. So Mario is going to have to pit sometime soon. He might be best doing it right now under the virtual safety car.
Yeah, and
Oh, and
Joel
it just
pointing
ends.
out in the chat with that front wing change that Kimi Rai had made, Pixel and Mayday Force have both undercut him actually.
Oh, happy days. Pixel will be happy about that, but doesn't Pixel have a time penalty, or maybe he served that in the pits?
I'll have a look. Yeah, so Pixel has 2 time penalties actually.
And I'm just following Mario here as he comes out of the pits. Where is he going to come? He seems to be quite down the order at the minute. P8.
Yep.
Kimi Rai just ahead of him then.
It's a big
So
gap ahead of him. So yeah,
Oh.
Kimi Rai is in this massive train now with all the way down to P2 and up to P2, and Brexit is actually leading the race again since the guys ahead of him chose to pit as well. So
Yeah,
Vexit is,
Kimi Rai, his teammate though, isn't having a good time, as you say. He's caught up with this bunch, and
yeah,
it's so easy. Like when you're riding behind a bunch of guys, like just to get the braking wrong.
yeah. And
If there's
Pixel and Mayday Force are definitely gonna go to the end here with those tires.
and Pixel and
Oh,
Fausto had to completely cut the track there. I'm surprised I didn't see any penalties popping up, but yeah, they weren't able to make it through there too wide.
yeah.
And
Pixel picks up a couple of positions there though. So
again, terrible camera angles here. I want to really catch
yeah,
action.
I
Oh, Kimi
didn't really
Rai
see
sends
what
it up the
happened
inside
because
of Mayday Force, and he got the squeeze like Leclerc last season. He
yeah,
clipped the wall there.
didn't die.
He's very lucky, didn't I? Yeah, but ambitious move. He's getting a bit impatient there.
A Pixel going around Cijadas into turn 1, so Pixel already up to P3 here. He's made this this work nicely for him. Pixel only has cognitive psychology ahead of him now. Then it's basically clear roads all the way up to Vexit, who is like 10 seconds in the lead at the moment already.
Oh, Ingenio's out. Ingenio is out of this
Oh,
race. Where did he die? Let's have a look and see.
just retired in the pits, I think, because his
Yeah.
dot is still going on the map. Yeah, so Ingenio's had enough of that race. That's what it looks like. And just yellow flags for that one, so no safety car. I think so.
As it stands, we're looking at Luke as P1. Yeah, he's pretty much led
10
this race
point.
from the start and sets the fastest lap as well under yellows.
Oh, virtual safety
Virtual
car.
safety car,
Where
yeah.
what is that for now? Is that for Ingenio's car getting back on track, or so what? I don't know. Oh, some guys are pitting now, so that's gonna unleash Kimi Rai. Oh, Kimi Rai is also in the pits.
Okay.
So,
They must have picked up damage, I wonder.
yeah,
Oh, he's serving a
he's serving
penalty
his
as well.
penalty as well, right? So he's gonna have his wing changed, and this is gonna drop him pretty far down the order, isn't it?
Yeah, this is going from bad to worse for him. Wonder
Oh
what he's
no!
gonna.
So it looked so good for the Williams team today, and even for a 1-2 finish here. But now Kimi Rai is down in 13th with those 2 wing changes, and yeah, it's gonna be a long race for him. And we're back racing as well after that virtual safety car.
So yeah, just recap the race. There's so much happening here. It's Luke P1. Mario is pretty much P2 as it stands.
And Pixel pitted as well, by the way.
Oh,
So
oh
did
my word.
they? I don't know. Did they all of them pick damage there or pick up damage there or whatever happened? I completely missed that. So
Maybe he's just fancying the mediums. He doesn't like the hard
he
tire.
was on mediums already.
Oh, was he right? Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, it must have been for mind changing.
Yeah. So he's gonna have to make some more of those fancy overtakes he already did earlier in the race. And really almost pushing Issei through the corners here, and he's gonna get a pretty good run here on the main straight, isn't he?
Yeah, let's have a look at how he
From
does
the
it. Goes around the
he's gonna
outside.
get
Yeah.
him, isn't he? Yes, that's another good overtake by Pixel in this race. So Pixel up to P8. He's got at least 2 guys ahead of him who still have to pit.
Oh, they made a force on. Oh, he does. He goes for the move up the
Whoa.
inside of Stitch.
How did that happen?
Stitch got his. I don't know if he got his braking wrong or he just. Yeah, he was too hesitant and left the door wide open. Mayday Force is one. Thank you very much. I'll have that one. Yoink P5 for Mayday Force. So he's able to stretch his legs now. He's got a bit of a gap ahead to Mario.
And these Red Bull boys are actually in a pretty good position here, aren't they? They're basically running P2, effective P2 and 3, because Cognitive Psychology and Cijadas are yet to pit, and they will most certainly have to do that again.
Oh, Pixel hits the wall big time. I just switched to his camera, and yeah, he had a big clash.
Oh, and he's crashed
decided
out, so are we gonna get a virtual safety car at least?
I just literally switched him as he hit the wall there, and what timing, but R.I.P. Pixel. He's definitely out of this race.
Pixel is dead, and Pixel is dead. Dead Pixel.
So
Okay, so what do we make of that one then? That
well,
was pretty deliberate, wasn't it? Anyway,
let's look at the positives.
that's
Keeper Magnussen moves up another position.
yep. He's back up to P13, and we're back racing again as well. What's the closest battle here? We can find Mario on Cijados, and he's right on. Yo, and he actually taps him in the tunnel.
Oh, and there's a bit of end plate damage. Yeah, that's going to cost him. He's done.
Oh,
He
okay,
actually he gets past him before the. Yeah, Cadis kind of was like,
yeah,
"Yep, I don't want any more trouble."
yeah. Mario is gonna struggle hard with that end plate damage though. Yellow front wing damage here is pretty bad.
Yeah, that P2 position that he pretty much has sewn up right now is looking not so sewn up. Starting to unravel for Mario.
Yeah, but if he can keep the car between the, or let's say on the track, he out of the walls, he can still maybe hang on to this because it is very difficult to overtake here at Monaco, as we have seen already. So yeah, cognitive psychology is still staying out on those mediums. Is he gonna go on the softs at the end, or what is the intention here? Maybe he's gonna have a bit of a train behind him in a bit.
Yeah.
Mario, Cijados, and Mayday Force are all closing up on him.
Yeah, the pressure is building in that cockpit for sure.
Oh, and Mayday Force is right on Cijados' tail, so another overtake maybe here and we have yellow flag somewhere as well, but I don't really see anything on the track, and yeah, Mayday Force makes it stick. Oh, and nearly hits the wall. Coming out of the slow chicane.
Yeah, I think Kahedis realizes he's on
Well,
18 lap old mediums. Oh,
yeah,
and Mayday Force did hit the wall again. I think he gets away with that one. Bit of
yeah,
back wheel contact, but it was a pretty hefty bash against the wall there.
yeah, and Mayday Force is looking pretty punchy here for, I don't know if these teammates are on VC together or something, but Mario might not want to hold him up too much. Oh, Kimi
Mario,
Rai picks up another penalty.
Mario's closed up big time on the psychology here, so
Yeah,
is he going to try this move up the inside here? No, he doesn't get a good enough run out, so yeah, he's going to have to exercise some patience as they make their way through the hairpin. I did once see someone try to make it too wide for here, and let's just say
it
it didn't
didn't
work
go
out.
well, did it?
Yeah.
I think it was Keyboard Magnussen and somebody else, I don't remember who. And Cognitive Psychology has 2 Red Bulls in his mirrors now. Yeah, but he defends that position so far. And what are these Red Bull boys gonna do here? Because Mayday Force obviously has the superior car at this point in the race because Mario's picked up that front wing damage. And approaching the only DRS zone of this track. And Cognitive Psychology actually dives into the pit, so that releases these Red Bull boys onto P2 and 3.
Yeah, the question is
Mario
there...
doesn't let him go though, so
Yeah, I was
no
going to
team
say,
orders here.
is there team orders? And it doesn't look like it. These guys are fighting pretty hard.
Nope.
Oh, and look at this. Mayday Force going up the inside of Mario. A bit of a
No!
cheeky move there, and they touch as well. Dragon's out of the race. Are we going to see another
He's
safety
gonna
car?
get it done. Yep.
Wow, that was a bit cheeky, but yeah, I mean, if you're going to do it, that's how you do it.
Yeah, and Dragon, I think he retired in the pit lane, did he? Or, yeah.
Yeah,
At least on the map it looked like that, so
yeah.
I guess we didn't get another safety car here. We've had plenty of virtual safety cars, but yep. This works for Bexit though. He's 25 seconds in the clear at the lead of this race, and yeah. He's just, you know, I don't know, making the rest of them look silly pretty much. Bexit is just dominating this race so far.
You could say Luke is in a league of his own, and like
Yeah.
that works on many levels because he pretty much owns this league.
Yeah, indeed, and also championship leader, and yeah.
Kahidas in the
picks up
pits.
another time penalty. Yeah. So we have a bit of a surprising top 5 so far, I would say. Like, okay, Vexit is not a real surprise. And maybe not Mayday Force either, but then we have like Mario, Y6 Stitch, Issei, Fosto, who is actually challenging Issei pretty hard for P6 there. On top of the hill. And Kimi Rai has somehow actually climbed back to P8 as well. From the disaster he had a few laps earlier. So Kimi Rai is actually still fighting for some good points here.
Yeah,
Even after all the front wing changes and speeding penalties and whatever he's already served in this race.
Yeah, he's got P6 in his sights as well. You can see both of them ahead of him, so he knows
he
it's on the
definitely
table.
seems to have better pace than these guys up front. Yeah, and what else can we pick up? Stitch. So basically, those are the 2 battles in the field at the moment. Stitch on Y6 for P4, and then we have a 3-way battle for P6 with Kimi Rai, Fosto, and Issei.
Ooh, Fosto's under a lot of pressure. He's making mistakes here and there. He got a 3-second time penalty, and then
virtual safety car. Luca is out. Luca is out. He's crashed at the fast chicane. Yeah, on the swimming pool section of the track, pretty much, and only a virtual safety car. So we've had plenty of crashes in pretty dangerous places which result in only in a virtual safety car, but then we had a safety car for a car calmly retiring in the pits, which is a bit weird. But okay. So we have only 13 drivers left on the track.
Who's in the pits? Luke is in the pits.
Yeah, he can do that. He's just gonna go for fresh mediums here, isn't he? Oh, softs, is he?
Yeah, he put softs on.
That is a bit surprising. He's had his front wing changed as well. So did Vexit actually hit the wall or somewhere there? But why did he go for softs? I'm not sure if I see the reason behind that, because he's just gonna have to pit again, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. We've seen
15 laps on softs? I don't know.
We saw Vexit do Baku pretty much all on the hard tire compound, so maybe
No, that was Ingenio.
Oh, Ingenio. Maybe Ingenio's told him a few trade secrets. Fosto as well in the pits. Fosto is in the pits, so I reckon he picked up a bit of front wing damage. Yeah, I see the front wing waiting there. Yeah, they're going to put a front wing on him. So Kimi Rai up to P7. Psychology as well moves up a position.
Keyboard Magnussen also closing on those, and he's actually gonna get P10 here, isn't he, on the main straight? So Keyboard Magnussen into points finishing position here.
Yeah, Keyboard, if you're watching this one back, I just have one word for you: gammon.
Yeah, Vexit. Well, he's definitely gonna go for the fastest lap here, isn't he, on these softs? And well, what is he gonna... Maybe he's thinking he can just build up enough of a gap to pit again if he needs to. I don't know. But anyway, he's chosen to go for those softs, and we'll see what that makes to the end of the race. He's tackling the track pretty hard right now, and we're probably gonna see the fastest lap of the race on this lap, I would expect.
Yeah, the only risk is if he has an incident, he could just throw away this commanding race he's had so far.
Yeah, and he actually already has the fastest lap of the race, by the way. Just
of course he does.
So yeah, it's 1:12.2 so far, but he's
Oh, psychology in the pits. Why is that? He just pitted, didn't he? 3-lap old hard. He now has put on mediums. Front wing change.
Just to get his front wing changed, yeah.
Yeah.
So plenty of front wings.
Keyboard Magnussen up another position.
Oh, P9. He's just
picking them off.
Up, and he seems to be catching Sihadis as well on track. So yeah, Keyboard isn't doing too bad here. Longevity is the game, and there we go, 11.4 on the soft tire, fastest lap of the race to Vexit.
Oh, Kimi Rai is on the back of someone. Who's that? Yeah, he's on the back of Izzy. So Kimi Rai looking pretty punchy right now.
It's pretty much the closest battle on track as well, so we might as well have a look at this. Is he gonna try a move here on the main straight? I think he bit of a scruffy run from the final corner, but yeah, there's not gonna be room there, I think.
Oh, oh, look at it. He's still pushing here. They're side by side up towards the hill.
Yeah, they actually does make it stick. I was for a little while I thought that's gonna end in disaster, but yeah, Kimi Rai up another position up to P6, so he's salvaging this race at pretty well, I would say.
Yeah, he
He
effectively
was
played
all the way
a.
down in P14 or something a few laps ago.
He was playing a game of chicken, and he definitely won that one there. As he was like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna bail.
Yeah, that's right. And well, now Kimi Rai has a lot of clear track ahead of him. 8 seconds to the next car, and Vexit has actually lost some time on this lap, hasn't he? So, wonder it's been a very roughy lap from Vexit after that fastest lap of the race. So yeah, Mayday Force actually caught him by a couple of tenths this lap. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be tough to get those softs for 15 laps without overheating them a lot. But I guess we're about to find out if that's gonna work.
Yeah, we've been surprised by Vexit before, so
Definitely.
see how he gets on. Like, I mean, what's the kind of normal pit window for the soft tires? Like
Well, it's like
10 laps?
10 or 11 laps, I would say. But it's so he's gonna have to do what 16 laps on these. So that's why I was a bit surprised he went on the softs instead of the mediums when he did pit.
Fosto in the pits again? Yeah, another
So
front
the
wing.
McLaren team are not having the best of races again, but yeah, Orlando's still hanging on to the points actually. He's in P10.
Imagine that the pit garages are just filled with like front wings,
Yeah.
in preparation for this.
Yeah, and it's seen like at least 20 wing changes, I think. Pretty normal for Monaco. So what can we pick up on track? Yeah, the closest battle is pretty much Stitch Y6 for P4, and then pretty big gaps other than that out there. Mayday Force is hanging on really well with those mediums to Vexit's pace on the softs, but I think Vexit might be just trying to eke those tires to the end of this race because he will have to be pretty careful on them not to overheat them, or they start sliding pretty bad if you cook them here.
Yeah, and I'm just having a
Mayday
look.
Force, I'm just gonna keep an eye on that gap. It's 5.9 now, and that's basically where it's been the past 2 laps after that fastest lap of the race that Vexit put a couple of laps ago.
So I'm currently doing an inventory on the cars. I haven't looked at all the front wings to see if there's any damage on these on the
Mario
cars.
still has that wing damage, doesn't he?
Yeah,
But he's running pretty safely in P3 at the moment. Just having a look. So Mario's last lap time 14.9 and Y6 across the line here. Let's see what he did. 14.6. They're like slowly catching Mario here, but I think they don't have enough pace to really overtake him.
Yeah, there is an overtake about to happen, I believe. Cognitive psychology on Orlando. I think Orlando may be running with some front wing damage. He's struggling here. You can see it as he makes his way for the chicane there. Gets it all
he's
wrong.
missing both end plates, isn't he?
Yeah, and I see another bit of end plate there. I think it might have been Cajedas. Yeah, it is Cajedas. He's in the pits and he's getting a front wing change.
Guess who's up a position?
Ka-ching.
So Keyword Magnussen is just
he's loving life right now.
Yeah, it's the question is here, can he get those tires to the end of this race? Maybe. He's gonna have to be really careful on them. Maybe he can, I don't know. But the tire wear on the keyboard is really brutal here, I would say.
Yeah, 9 laps to go, so there's still still potential for Keyboard to finish even higher up than that if he keeps these tires.
Orlando chooses to stay out with that half-broken front wing.
Oh yeah, and he's under a lot of
These
pressure
guys have
right now.
been lapped, by the way, haven't they? No, not quite. Sorry, I'm.
Ooh, Orlando hits the wall there, and yeah, Orlando is getting a move on from Cajetes.
Kimi
Rise out.
Rai disconnects from the session. I don't think I have him on my friend list, so I can't
Oh dear. Rip.
throw him an invite. That's not good. He does have 12.7 seconds behind him, so if he does manage to get back here, he might still at least keep that position. We'll see.
Yeah, Kimi Rai, if you're listening to the stream, if you could just time it so that Keyboard can pass you first, and then you come back. We're not biased
Yeah,
at
there's
all.
26 seconds between them though, so I think that's
Yeah, just take your time
gonna
there.
be a tall order even for the AI.
No, I imagine Kimi Rai is panicking right now, just trying to scramble to get back in because he knew he was going to lose time here as AI. But P6 at the minute, looking pretty solid there.
Yeah, I say coming very fast at him now with that AI going slowly, so he's caught up by 2 seconds already. That half lap.
Yep, Cajetes on
And there we go.
Yeah, Kimi Rai's in. That gap should
And,
stabilize.
and Orlando gets it all wrong on the exit into the tunnel, and he hits the wall as well. So.
And he hit his teammate as well there.
There.
Yeah, did you see that?
Oh, and Fosto just completely cuts the track. That's gonna be a penalty, 10 seconds. Yeah. So it's gone all wrong for the McLaren team here at the end.
I think these guys are just on the verge of giving up. I reckon Foster might peel into the pits here and just hit that retire button.
Yeah, both of them have pretty extensive wing damage right now. Yeah, Fosto diving into the pit lane and gets a speeding penalty as well. It's not good, is it?
They're actually on a double stack here as well.
Yeah, so Orlando is gonna stand there for quite a while. Well, Fosto makes the exit out of the pits, and yeah, I think the McLaren boys are out of this race basically. Unfortunate for them. And yeah, Bexit is definitely having to. Oh, and Kimi Rice left the session once again. Not going well for Kimi Rai today. And yeah, Vexit is. I'm just having a look at this gap between Mayday Force and Vexit, and Mayday Force is actually closing this gap now. It's 4.7 now. He's caught up to Kimi Rai by about a second over the last 2 laps, and yeah, could he actually put him under pressure here, because he can attack on those mediums, I think, pretty freely, and Vexit will raises the wall as well into turn 1 a little bit, Vexit, but I think he got away with it. So Vexit will definitely have to be really careful on these softs here. And I'm just gonna have a look at the penalty situation between these guys. So I think neither of them do have any penalties. Yeah, Vexit has 1 warning, Mayday Force has 2. And then Mario in P3 has 2 warnings as well. And Y6 is still slowly eking toward Mario, so I don't know, we might still have a race for the last podium finishing position here. I don't know, it might not be enough though, it's only 6 laps to go.
Interesting stuff. You
can see, if you look at Bexit, he's just carefully trying to not to load up the tires too much and get these softs to the end of the race. Yeah, do we have any battles here on track? We have a battle brewing here for P9, don't we?
Yeah, Psychology's looking pretty pacey on those mediums. Cajetes, he's on the sauce, but he is struggling there. He's getting caught. Also, you've got Kimi Rai's come back to the session, but that gap to P7 is now 2.7.
Yeah, so he's caught up massively.
If he has any more issues, he is going to drop some positions. Yeah.
Yeah, Kimi Rai has lost about, I would say 10 seconds or something like that at least, with those connection issues he's had today. So that's unfortunate for him, but he's not really lost any positions anyway.
Yeah, Izzy picks up a 3 second time penalty at
Yep.
P7, and he's got front wing damage. A bit of end plate is missing on the left hand side of his car, so that will be in favor of Kimi Rai.
Yeah, Izzy has 12 seconds as well when I looked at that. So, and Kimi Rai has only 3, so that's pretty clear, that one.
This gap up front is closing down now. The gap is under 4 seconds right now. Mayday Force is on the charge.
Yeah, and he's pushing those mediums as much as he possibly can, and he of course has to do that as well if he wants to challenge Bexit, aka Luke, for the win of this race. And the gap is coming down, actually, I have to say. It's come down by 2 seconds in the last 3 laps.
And he's now got him in his sights. He can, every now and again, he can see Luke up ahead, so that's going to spur him on even further.
Yeah, and the gap is, if you look at the intervals here, it's slowly coming down all the time. So, well, Bexit is having to nurse those softs to the end of this race. Mayday Force will try and push everything he can on those mediums. He doesn't have to worry about tire wear anymore, because you can easily do 20, whatever it's going to be, 24 laps for him on those mediums. Yep, and it's down to 3.1 now, so it's come down another half a second this lap, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe even more than that.
Just gonna have a look at this lap time here. So Vexit's last lap time was 14.2. He does a 13.9 this lap, and Mayday Force does a 13 flat, so he's closed the gap down by 9/10 this lap. 2.6 now.
This is getting
So we might
juicy,
still have a race for the win here, actually.
Yeah, it's going to go down to the wire.
Neither of them have any penalties here. So the question here is does Vexit still have any life left in those softs? Has he managed to maybe look after them just enough to attack a little bit on the last 2 laps or last 3 laps of this race and keep Mayday Force at bay? Soon find out. 2.4, so the gap is still coming down.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
Second,
It's my favorite type of race ice. You know, where it's right down to the wire. You can just see that interval dropping lap per lap. We're running out of laps, but there still is 3 left after this one. So, 2.3, 2.2. It's literally, it's literally going down to the wire. This one.
Yeah, I've been looking at them on board, both of these guys, and you can really see how much more Mayday Force is attacking this track. Under 2 seconds now, 1.9.
Yep, so Mayday Force is doing all he can to catch up with Luke, but he will need to make his way past Luke somehow, and that's going to be a whole other challenge.
Yep, they're about to come up to Keyboard Magnussen here to lap him, who is down in P8, so everybody down to P8 are, or behind P8 are lapped in this race.
Gap 1.2.
1.2 now.
Yikes. Yeah, Vex is going to be
Vexit has
feeling
had a
it.
really scrappy first half of this lap. And Mayday Force already pretty much on his tail, 1.3.
Yeah, Luke has been charging up his ERS. You notice this at 94%, so he knows the attack's coming. He knows he needs to save it all for the last 2 laps here, as Mayday Force is about to get within DRS range. Hit his 3 second time penalty.
I think that Vexit might have this under control here, because if he can just keep the car nice and steady through this final corner, I don't think Mayday Force is going to have a chance here. He's just outside DRS range now.
Yep, 2 laps left. This is a penultimate lap. If anything's going to happen for Mayday, if he's going to win this race, it has to be this lap or the next. And yeah, I think you're right. Luke is...
yeah, he's gone for it now, isn't he?
He's pushing now, yep.
Yeah, maybe he's just done what I suspected a couple of laps ago, that he's just saved that tire life to the end of this race here, and he's just gonna do what needs to be done to win this race. And it looks like he just has this under control, as he has had all race, hasn't he?
Yeah, but the gap is under 1 second now for the first time. 0.8 is the gap.
Only one lap to go after this. And this is pretty much the battle on track. Cognitive psychology also challenging Cihados for P9, but I think we're gonna keep our eyes on the
Kimi Rai's in the
battle for the win.
pits. Kimi Rai is in the pits, so that means Keyboard Mikeson will pick up a position, as will Izzy, who does.
No, Keyboard is too far, I think. Yeah, Izzy picks up a position, but we're gonna have right here. Mayday Force is pretty close on the main straight, but I think he's just too far back to make a lunge into turn 1. Yes. So Vexit seems to have this under control. I don't think he's gonna give him any chances here.
Yeah, look at Mayday Force's ERS. He's pretty much out. He's got it in overtake mode here, and
yeah, and Vexit just placing his car correctly there for Mirabeau, and keeps Mayday Force at bay. Even though you can see that Vexit is really struggling on those 15-lap-old softs at this point. And is Mayday Force actually gonna have a run here?
he's close, isn't he?
Not. He's really gonna have to try and send it if he wants to try for it, but no, there's no chance. He's too far back.
Yeah, Luke
So
just made his car.
His last chance.
Luke just made his car as wide as possible going into that corner.
Yeah, that was the last chance for Mayday Force here, I think.
Yeah, this is it. So fair play to Luke, but these two guys, high level racing here at Monaco. Oh, Mayday Force.
Yeah, trying everything he possibly can, but I think it's not quite gonna be enough, is it? But yeah, he just gets a bit of a scruffy exit, so Vexit did everything right on that final lap, and yeah, oh, he kills himself across the line as well, but wins the race. In spectacular fashion, I would say.
Yeah, good job to Luke,
Made it
aka
interesting
Vexit.
at least with that strategy call to go for the softs and 16 laps on softs.
Yep, yeah. It put me on the edge of my seat there for the last 2 laps. Y6 making his way around the final corners to...
The Y6 is actually going to be third here. So...
Yeah, but he's having to fight for it. Stitch is
so
pushing.
What happened to Mario, actually? We've completely missed something again. So Mario was running third for a very long time, and somehow both of these Toro guys have picked him up here.
Yeah, Y6 P3, Stitch P4, but what's Mario going to do? P5, is he going to drop a position? I think he's okay, and he's got a 15-second gap behind him. Kimi Rai, he's had a pretty weathered race. He had to...
Trying to get the fastest lap of the race here in the final lap. Is he going to be able to do it? I think so.
Yep, 110.2. And Keeper Mikeson P8, yeah. Is he about to cross the line?
So,
P7.
Keyboard is a lap down, so he's already crossed the line. Yeah, Keyboard kept his nose clean. It didn't really look like he's gonna get any points here today because he started 20th, and yeah, just longevity for Keyboard Warrior here today, and finishes in P8. Good points. 12 cars made it to the finish.
Yeah, it's a tough race. Race of attrition, 39 laps, and for most of it, you're just seeing walls everywhere, just coming at you at very fast speeds.
Yeah, that was a long race, as Monaco always tends to be. Oh, we have mic rating host as well, but yeah, we're across the line, so that's all right. So that was 50 minutes of racing at Monaco. And at the end, the guy on pole takes the win. And yeah, I mean, who do you think for driver of the day here? I think I have one guy in mind here, especially if you look at the starting positions here.
Oh yeah, yeah, big time, yeah.
I would say Y6.
Yeah. 100%.
Starting 12th and getting on the podium, getting Mario on the final laps of the race for P3, and yeah, I think that's a good showing from the Toro Rosso boys, both of them. Y6 in third and Stitch in fourth.
Alrighty,
and
so
Keyboard Magnussen, a good honorable mention, I would say.
He gets a shout out as always. Kept his
Started
nose clean.
20th, finishes 8th. 3 stops.
Right, I'm just loading in. Not that one. Yeah, so we're gonna have a few interviews today for get a wee chat with some of the drivers to see how they got on from their point of view. We've got a bunch of guys here in general, so I think let's see. We'll bring in driver of the day first of all. We've got Y6 in here.
Yep.
So, hello Y6. I've just yoinked you into chat. Hopefully you're decent. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you.
Hey,
It's a really fun race.
yeah, I mean it looked great. I mean obviously your finishing spot there, P3. We just announced on the stream there you got driver of the day from myself and Ice. From P12 to P3. Yeah, just tell us about your race from start to finish then.
Well, was driving on the yellows, and I knew I would pass all the guys on the soft tires. I was just behind Mario, like until lap 11, 12 or something, and end of the tunnel, I almost overtook him, and he drove off my front wing, so that was a shame. But I was managed to drive back to the back of Mario, and after that I had to help my teammate Stitch because he had a 3-time time penalty. So he was driving just behind me, and I gave him all lap after lap a tow, so we could keep up and cut P4. It was really good teamwork. That's nice.
Yeah, great drive from you. And is your name Y6? Is that how we say your name, or is it WY6?
No, it's watch your 6.
Watch your 6. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
look behind you.
We've been calling you Y6, so.
Look behind you. Here I come.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so I mean, it's Monaco. I mean, it's a tough race. It's a race of attrition. You know, how did you manage to focus for, well, most of the best part of 39 laps?
Well, practice, baby. I practice like, well, say 10, maybe 10 practice games, and yeah. After that, it's just keep focusing, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those races where you touch a wall and it's game over, or you know, it's at least dent your confidence. You know, if you get a bit of front wing damage, and then it just kind of it's a downhill struggle.
Yeah, it is.
Been there myself, but I mean P3 man, I gotta hand it to you. He was looking pretty feisty out there, and I'd say driver of the day. So it's good to talk to you as well. We always like to speak to some of the drivers, like we're commentating on them week by week, so it's good to have a new guy on the scene, on the podium, to have a chat with.
Yeah.
So hopefully see you again on the top step in future races.
Well, the nicest races are still to come for. That would be good.
Happy days, man. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so I'll speak to you soon. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Cheers.
Wait. Right, Ice. We've got another. Let's see. Kimi Rai, is there? Have we spoken to him before?
Does he have his mic fixed? Mic.
Yeah, he might not do. Let's bring in Mayday Force. He was P2. Mayday Force, you're joining us on the stream. How are you, sir? That's good to hear. And how was your race? That's even better, yeah. Okay, thanks for the interview. That was Mayday Force. It was great to get chat.
Also known as Moomin.
We've got a guy in here called Smithy Boy. Don't remember seeing him in track. Moomin, shut the hell up. Stitch?
Well, I think that's if you look at it, it's not Vex anymore.
Ooh.
So maybe that's actually Vexit or Luke or whatever we are supposed to call him now. Maybe he's swapped to his real life name Luke.
It's confusing.
Which I think it is.
It's very confusing. I'm gonna bring in though. I've got Stitch here.
Yep.
Stitch finished P4 in that race, and
Hello.
yeah, the Taro boys. We just had Y6 in here, or Watch Your 6, and yeah, he was pretty happy. He got on the podium. I mean, you were just just a little bit off the podium. You had that time penalty as well, but P4, my man, Monaco, that's a pretty good achievement. How was it for you?
Yeah, yeah, it didn't look that it was going to happen from the beginning because I actually damaged my front wing, so I had to pit in lap 7 for hards. But I did a little of I did a little of overtaking and got lucky with the safety cars and stuff. And yeah,
Yeah, I
then
kept
me
out of
and
trouble as well. I think that was key today.
yeah, and I knew Y6 had better pace than me, and he's my teammate. So at one point, I was like, "Okay, you have better pace than me. You're going to overtake me anyway, so I'm going to let you through." So I think teamwork today was on point.
It
And
sounds
then
like yeah, it sounds like you had a smart kind of drive then, because like at this track, you have to be smart. There's no point battling people. If there's a guy behind you super fast and he's gonna get past you at some point, you'd
yeah,
rather just let him through and not have lose the time or pick up damage or whatever. So smart drive, man. Yeah.
yeah, indeed. And then the last lap, my heart was pumping because when Y6 overtook Mario, uh, I also could overtake him like straight away, and I had a 3 second penalty, so I was on overtake mode I mean hot lap mode for the entire last lap, just like driving my ass off.
Well, here, man, you'll enjoy watching that one back. It's a tough race, though, Monaco, like 39 laps, and it's like I was saying before you came in, it's just all walls coming at you at like massive speeds. I said,
Yeah.
sometimes it's so easy just to like 1 second or have a blip in your concentration and just smack a wall, pick up a bit of damage. But I mean, did you pick up any damage for the race?
Uh, I mean only one time, but then I had to pit for the hard. So I had, I mean, in general, a pretty clean race if I compare it to other guys. So yeah, I'm pretty fine with it.
And I try to place where you're from, judging by your accent. Are you American?
No, I'm Dutch.
Dutch. Okay, yeah, they're so close together. That I was. People think
Oh,
I'm
that
Canadian. I'm actually from Belfast in Northern Ireland, but they think I sound Canadian or something. But yeah, I thought I would know a Dutch accent from an American one, but obviously not. Um, yeah, good race, man. P4. Are you itching for a podium spot now that you've got that P4?
uh, I mean, not really. The last two races were really bad for me. Azerbaijan, I got the 11th place, and last race, I crashed into the wall. So I'm really happy with the P4 actually. I just didn't want to crash into the wall again. So yeah, I'm happy.
Excellent, man. Excellent. Well, listen, maybe we will. It's good to talk to you. I think I did have a chat with you before, but it's good to get your take on the race. Because to me the whole thing's a blur right now. I need to process it. I need to watch the race back and kind of digest what happened there. Because 39 laps
Yeah,
and
there are so many pit stop. It was hard to keep up with it, and then I somehow realized that okay, the Toro Rosso guys are actually in P3 and 4 at the end there.
Yeah.
So
right Stitch.
pretty hard race to keep up with.
Yeah, we did our best, so we we got there in the end, but hopefully we did justice to it. And P4 man, great stuff. We'll hopefully see you in future races, up on the top step someday maybe. But
I hope so. I hope
yeah,
so.
just get grinding, get practicing, yeah, get those laps in.
Yeah,
Uh,
I will. I will.
okay, dude. Well, we'll speak to you soon, hopefully. We'll move you back into general.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
All right, all the best, mate.
Bye.
So, oh, here's someone I don't think we've spoken to this guy before. Cognitive psychology. Or, oh, okay. Um, right. I don't think your mic's working, psychology there, so I'm gonna move you back into general because you sound like you're just electrified yourself.
Should talk to Vexit anyway.
Whereas Vexit is
His Smithy boy is Vexit.
Smithy boy, right? I'm gonna
I
have
think
to-
so anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to this guy. Vexit, will the real Vexit please stand up?
Hello.
Yeah, you changing your
Hi.
name all the time. It's just confusing me every week.
Sorry.
Um,
I'm gonna try and keep it more consistent now.
Please do, because yeah, I was like, there's a guy called
I
Smithy
won't
Boy
change.
here, but I didn't see him in the race.
Right, I won't change it from now on. I'll
Okay,
just,
so you're gonna be called Luke.
yeah.
All right, that's I'll try and keep that in mind as well when I do comms next time.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
look,
yeah,
I
go on.
want to ask you about that race. There was a big kind of thing that stands out is the fact you pitted there for the softs at the end. We were thinking, right, he's pitting, he's going to put mediums on, but no, you put softs on, and he kind of, yeah, you managed the tires in the final stint and just kept enough life in them to hold off the P2, who was at Mayday Force.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, what was going through your head there? Why didn't you go for the safer option?
Firstly, I didn't have any mediums left because I had selected the softer tire allocation.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then, to be honest, I don't think I should have even pitted. What I wanted was for them to repair my wing, that I could
Yeah.
get onto just some fresher tires and hopefully pull away just a little bit more easily. And then I realized, oh wait, there's still 15 laps to go, and I
Yep.
thought these tires can't make it. What I tried to do was get the fastest lap on them on the fast lap I could, just to try and secure it a little bit more, and then just back off and try and cruise it home, because those tires were screaming at the end. I think the worst tire was 77%
Oh.
at the
Yeah.
end. You can see why I was a little bit slow and why Mayday Force caught up. The better thing for me that I should have done was just stay out. Like, that made it blooming scary.
Yeah, it was good for the comms though. So, yeah. Interesting race to the end.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, it was quite interesting. I was in a voice chat with quite a few people, including Kimiro, my teammate. It's from what I heard back there after the start, it was quite manic and quite a few crashes, I think. Unfortunately, he got damage a couple times, which is a real shame. But he was able to manage his way back to P6, I think.
Yeah.
Did he get fastest lap in the end? I wasn't.
Yes, he did 10.6 or whatever it was.
Oh, okay. So that's a good strong recovery.
Yeah, with all the disconnections and whatever he had in the middle of the race, so
I
it was
think.
a rough one.
Yeah, I think Steam was being a little bit dodgy for him.
Yeah.
So next track then is
Montreal.
Montreal, yeah. So the Wall of Champions. So you find that daunting, or is that a challenge you're looking forward to?
Canada is certainly not my strong track. I was surprised that I was so fast today, to be fair. So if I can be that fast in Canada, then I will not know what I had for breakfast. I wouldn't be able to tell you porridge like Valtteri. I just wouldn't know. Like, honestly, if I were to somehow get a podium or something at that race, I would take that with open arms. That would be a great result for me, a podium. But must say that was that Canada is definitely not my strongest track. Not gonna lie.
And what about that quali lap today? The 8.6.
That was complete.
Where did that come from?
I do not know. That was pretty much perfect. When I saw that, I think it was 4/10 up out of Portier or something, and I was just like, right, get this lap in. And then for some reason, brain didn't actually think, or my brain didn't work with my body, so my body still wanted me to go full flat out and just keep on pushing around the whole lap, and somehow that lap just came out of me. Not gonna lie, even I was surprised I'm that fast.
Yeah, it would have had it's a bit of a shameless advertisement for SLR, but we have pretty strong guys in tier 1, and you would have a pole with that in tier 1 as well, so that's
Seriously, but Bob
pretty
was
good. Yeah, it was a couple of 100th of a second faster than Julian, so.
Jesus Christ, I'm Julie. Wow, that track as well.
Yeah.
Blimey.
What did you have for breakfast today?
I think some cereals, but I'm not too sure.
I need to know the brand of cereal. I need to run out now and get some of that.
Oh, come on, Chief. You were P6 today yourself in tier
Well,
1.
you know, I've tasted that, that glory. I want more.
So what did you have for breakfast is the question.
Cheese on toast. Yeah, probably cheese on toast. Yeah, I think I'll round it out. We've had a good time commentating that race. Kept it interesting there for us, Luke. And yeah, I mean, you could have run away with it, and you looked like you were going to run away with it until that final pit stop, and then yeah, it went down to the wire.
That was complete suicide. Luckily, I was rescued at the last second by tyre management.
Yeah, good job, man. Very smart drive from you. And we'll no doubt get speaking to you in future races because you always seem to do very well. And I think you've pretty much got the championship sewn up by now, or it's looking like it's heading that direction anyway.
Don't think so far ahead, mate. Don't think so far ahead.
I don't want to curse you or anything, but yeah, looking pretty good for the title. But yeah, as you say, it's racing. Anything can happen. And I think, yeah, unless I see anything else you want to add, I think we'll run it
No,
up
I
there.
think that's it.
Yep. So thanks again for giving us the opportunity to do commentary for the league. Always a pleasure. Always good racing on display, which is great for us.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Yep. Not a worries. So that'll round it out for now. Thanks everybody for watching, and yeah, good race from all the drivers. Appreciate it, and we will speak to you again soon. Thanks very much. Bye bye.